Okay, you guys, now talk about embarrassing. Cardi B just spent yesterday going the F off defending Stephon Diggs, calling the accuser an albino lizard, making all kinds of disparaging comments about the man, basically saying his accuser's story didn't add up. He told Cardi, the guy responded, said, "Mama, take off your blinders. My involvement with your man predates you." Well, y'all, less than 24 hours later, this story drops about Stefon's new legal defense. And Cardi, I need to know what you're going to say today, because this sounds very different from what you were yelling about yesterday. Y'all, let's get into this mess. The case is taking a weird turn now. Stefon's defense is contradicting what he's been saying, and the way it's being argued, I think this may backfire because now it looks sus, which makes the rumor seem even more believable. So Stefon has aggressively denied everything, but in this brand new legal filing, Stefon's high-priced lawyers are essentially telling the judge, listen, even if we pretend Stefon did try to make a move, the accuser's own testimony proves he wanted to keep a relationship going with Stefon, so he can't sue us for being traumatized. Because if somebody traumatizes you, you don't want nothing to do with them, right? Generally speaking. According to the official court receipts, Stefon is asking a federal judge to throw out Griffith's counterclaim for intentional infliction of emotional distress before it even reaches the jury. He does not want the jury to hear this claim, y'all. Under Maryland law, to win an IIED claim, a plaintiff has to prove they suffered emotional distress so bad that it just totally ruined their life, right? They couldn't function from day to day. But Stefon's legal team is arguing that Griffith's own sworn testimony completely destroys his claim. So Stefon's attorneys are trying to be strategic, using something different. Generally, you would expect a lawyer to say, hey, my client didn't do anything, try to prove their total innocence. But in this case, the lawyers are using a highly strategic, even if he did argument. They're telling the judge that even if the court assumes the alleged incident happened, Griffith's own behavior afterwards proves he wasn't actually traumatized by it. So let's get into the receipts. To back up these claims, this is what Stefon's attorneys are citing. During his California deposition, Griffith reportedly testified under oath that he alleged May 22nd, 2023 incident, he initially wanted to repair his relationship with Stefon. He said he wanted to tell the NFL star he respected his sexuality and believed they could still coexist in a room together professionally. In another highly revealing moment, Griffith explained that he wanted to speak directly with Stefon after the incident because he viewed it as simply an actual attempt gone wrong, and he hoped they could move forward if Stefon just respected his boundaries. During his June 2026 deposition, Griffith admitted that he actually delayed reporting the incident to the police because he was still hoping things could be corrected, and confessed that part of him still wanted to protect Stefon. After the alleged assault, the way it has been reported, I do not understand or see how he could want to continue to be his friend or have any professional relationship with Stefon. So this does kind of raise some other questions. Stefon's lawyers are laying it out plain and simple for the judge. They argue that if Griffith was truly a victim of extreme life-altering trauma from Stefon, he wouldn't have been actively plotting ways to preserve a relationship. I agree. Stefon points out that Griffith testified that his mood swings and mental health struggles were actually caused by the second incident on May 29th, where he was allegedly jumped by Diggs and other associates in Los Angeles, not by anything Stefon did in Maryland. Based on these specific testimonies, Stefon is asking the judge to throw out the IIED claim. If the judge does grant Stefon's motion, then Griffith's IIED claim gets tossed. But even if Stefon wins that specific technical battle, he still has to face a jury over the bigger issue, which is much worse. It's the claims of battery, actual assault, civil conspiracy, and defamation. So those are the really big ones here. So you guys, we're just going to stay on top of this case. And you guys let me know, his new defense, even if I did do it, does that sound like kind of like an admission to you? Like, what are you guys thinking about that? Because it makes it sound to me more like maybe something really did happen, Stefon. But y'all jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.